And we already have legendaries that are under $20 a piece on TCG Player. Right, you can get the Emperor, Legendary Emperor card for what, 19 something TCG Player? The Crown is around 20 bucks. What is going on? What has changed? Look at that, starting out with a cold foil Spellfray leggings. We already got it, we don't want it. What is going on, guys? Like, this is crazy that things change so fast in price. We're going to talk about, you know, the price of Legendary. Why is it so low? And I think maybe even more importantly, is it a good or a bad thing? That's what we're talking about today. Master Set Madness, welcome back. We're opening Dynasty. We are attempting here to open a complete Master Set of Dynasty from booster packs if it's your first time around. No, we're not going to do any trading. We're not going to do any buying. Well, we might do that on the side, but it doesn't count. Does not count for the Master Set. We are just trying to open it. And as we do that, double foil pack, one of the challenges with, you know, if you were around an Uprising, you saw one of the ways to keep things going, right, is you could sell cards. Ooh, look at that one. You can sell cards you buy, and that lets you buy a few more boxes. Well, legendaries now apparently are so... Wait, is this second cold foil in this box? What? I don't think we've hit a double cold foil box yet. I mean, not really the excitement you need for it. Not the two you're hoping to get. But yeah, legendaries are so low in their value that it doesn't really matter if you open them, and it doesn't help you get anywhere financially, value-wise. Like your regular rainbow foil legendary. Now, I cannot believe that within a week, less than a week, hyperdrive or foil always looks good. Like some of them are under 20 bucks. That's insane. It's not, like they're worth less than the Uprising legendaries are now. And Uprising's been out for, what, I don't know how many months? It's crazy. It's crazy. Especially if you were around back in, you know, if you've been playing for a while, like hitting a legendary, even a Welcome to Wraith Rainbow Foil Unlimited Edition legendary was like exciting. That was Never Yield right there. That was exciting stuff for for opening a box, right? That meant you had a big hit. Now, like the other day, we opened, speaking of legendaries, there's another one. That's our third Invoke Soraya, our third Soraya. Speaking of legend, what's she worth? $30 right now? Maybe? We opened, like, we had a case, we opened 4 legendaries in it, and that doesn't even pay for half of the case. Like, if you had opened 4 legendaries at any point in the past, rainbow foil, whatever kind of foil, you would have been rocking. You would have been rocking if you opened 4 legendaries in a case on week 1. Not the same. Times have changed, my friends. Well, Miss Soraya here can't do anything for us on that. Now, of course, there are a couple reasons, right? There are a couple reasons. One of them is simply there's just more variations, right, that you can get in packs. It used to be that what were you going to get above a legendary? You were going to get, if you were going to get anything, right, you were just going to get the Fabled. You were just going to get the Fabled card. You weren't worried about extended arts. You weren't worried about marvels. That's all changed, right? One pile. That has all changed. So now, you know, Miss Soraya here, not only in here are you fighting between the rainbow foil version and the cold foil version. Cold foil version, it's not bad, it's not terrible, but it's not super expensive. But above that, you have the Marvel version. Not for all of them, but for many of them. And those Marvels, we're going to stop every time we see this foil because it's beautiful. Those Marvels are the ones that are, you know, they hold the price. They grab the value, they grab the excitement, all the money from the set goes to that. And that just makes these legendaries worth less. Now, these ones, particularly in this set, another thing is that we're getting wild today. Not everybody actually wants them, right? Like, the Emperor clearly is not the card that everybody is diving to get. Now, he's a little bit weird, of course, because, you know, some people really want to get them. I mean, who doesn't want to get the crazy Marvel version? And mostly they'll be, I mean, it looks cool. Obviously it looks cool, but really the big excitement with that, I think for most people, is that you can sell it. You know, and of course there has to be people who want to buy it at that price. That's the end of box one. There has to be people who want to buy it for, you know, for anybody to actually sell it. So of course there are people who are excited about getting that card at that price because of the rarity. You know, I think you could have done that with a few other cards in the set if you had made them that rare, that they would command the same price, potentially be just as exciting. That's my personal take anyways. You know, somebody else might disagree and feel that tome, there's a foil, really is the Emperor himself. Like, but you know, if Soraya was that rare, and if she had that cool, like, I mean, I don't have the Marvel here. The Marvel is really cool, but I think if you had made her rarer, flip the rarities around, like, honestly, I'd be more excited about that, personally. You know, who knows? People are different. Characters a little bit more exciting, maybe, than just your random ally. Random ally? Can we call her a random ally? That doesn't seem fair to her. I don't think she's random. I don't think she's random. Double foil pack there. Doesn't mean anything, no. So yeah, you've got the extra things there. You've got cards that people aren't as excited about. All the different variations make it wild. And it's obviously not just the legendaries that are getting more variations. You have all the majestic Marvels that pull a lot of value. Another Leave No Witnesses. That is one of the few Majestics that has above $10. But I guess the reason I bring this up is like the rainbow foils, as far as legendaries, they haven't been too terrible for trying to open here. Cold foil ones, we've only gotten 2. We're on case number 6. So, I mean, we're a box and a half in on case number 6. We're still at 2. So pulling those has not been very frequent. The Marvels have been just as infrequent. We've only pulled 2 of those, again, on case 6 we're working on. And so, you know, like, even back in the day, there was a lot of, like, you know, you really do well in a box or you really don't do well in a box opening. And the way you did well was you got a legendary, right? Rainbow foil, whatever foil legendary was good. Now, like, you get the rainbow foil legendary and it's still like, you know, like, we lost a lot of money. Like, you look back, I mean, I don't know how much those are all worth. You go look at it, none of them are worth much. But we actually lost quite a bit of money on that box. And it feels... Ooh, see, oh man, it's funny because I'm talking about this and I looked at it and I got excited. Let me tell you why I got excited. 1, the art is amazing, right? Great art. 2, it's a legendary. 3, I need it for my set. I hadn't opened this yet. And then I just like, this proves my point exactly. It's like a $19 legendary that we've opened. Even if we'd opened both of those in the same box, we'd have lost money, right? There wouldn't have been, like, that's like $50. And if you're buying it, you know, from your local game store, a lot of them are selling it for somewhere between, what, 85 and 110 I've seen. So even if you open a double legendary box, which it's not easy. That's not easy to do. We haven't done it very often. it's like you're still like hitting Pound Town. And so, I don't know, like, there's a couple ways you can look at it. One, it's a good thing, right? It means that if you do want to play the Emperor, if you do want to play Invoke Soraya, if you do want to get Spirit Arena, you know, okay, Black Tech is the only one that's like, this is valuable, right? The new crown of, I can't even think of the name of the crown because I haven't opened it yet. But like that's what, $20, maybe $21, depending on when you look at it. Like, okay, it's easier if you're not opening a bunch of boxes or packs to just buy one of those. Wave of Reality. That is a cold foil we needed, and that is a gorgeous one. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. We are, it just feels like we're hitting a lot of reality as we open this stuff. So it's great. Like, okay, I want to play the Emperor, and I don't have to pay a lot to do it. You know, great. Blazing Yuri, I think that's the first one of those. Beginning of this, sorry, pause for a second. Beginning of this, we have 45 of the 51. Majestics, I think that makes 46 for a non-foil set. So we are getting close to the non-foil set, my friends. And actually with that legendary, we're probably, I think we're just missing the crown. So we're pretty close to our regular rainbow foil set also. I mean, we've got a lot of Majestics we need, so we're not that close. Never mind on that. We only had 25. Maybe a couple more here. Anyways, and that one's in the wrong pile. Right, but it makes it so that, especially, again, with how rare the Marvels are, and how rare even the cold foil legendaries are, and with most of those also not being worth the value of a box. And, you know, as usual, it's been a long time since we've had Majestics that were like, we've got one, you know, Surgical Extraction, which I guess there's never really been more than one or two that have had a lot of value. But most boxes, you're not getting that. That's box 2. As you can tell, we haven't got one of these 2 boxes. The point is, and yes, I've rambled. Yes, I've made you work to get to this point and stay here and watch more, because that's the goal, right? Yeah, watch the video, enjoy the video, take your time, enjoy the fun, right? Opening box 3. The point is that it's difficult. It is very difficult in Dynasty here to open a box, let alone a case that breaks even or produces more value than what's in it. And I think what's more disturbing for me, oh, that foil, come on. That's such a good foil. Is that what it means is there's more people whose, I don't know, first box or first case that they open, if this is their set, or even if it's like, okay, they've just been waiting for the new set and they're going to do one. There's more people who open boxes, even half boxes, whatever, and you just kind of feel a little, I don't know, you know, like you feel a little disappointed. You feel a little frustrated. And I know some people will say, well, that's why you're supposed to buy singles, right? That's why you're not supposed to ever open anything. But I hate to break it to you, but somebody has to open the packs for there to be singles, right? Somebody has to do it. And of course, as you know, you can go around and look. A lot of people already have done that. It's already happened. Stores have gone, you know, crazy opening this stuff. It's selling out all over the place. People are running out of stock and different things. Payday, let's see that one. Ooh, double Majestic pack. But I mean, you can just tell there's so many Emperors that people don't even want them. And so eventually you hit a point where you're opening stuff. People don't want to buy it. You lower your price. Eventually you realize, wait a minute, we've opened 6 cases and like maybe 1 or 2 of them were even in the positive. You're like, well, I'm not going to open any more. I don't want to just keep losing money on this. Or if it's the one case you bought, you just bought it for fun, you're kind of like, it really reinforces that, man, I should have just bought singles. I didn't get anything good. So there's less people, from what I'm experiencing so far and from different conversations I've had, there are less people who are opening a case or a box of Dynasty and just feeling like, wow. You know, less people are having that moment of, oh man, I opened that and I really got that great card that just covered the price of my box, and then I sold that and got a couple more. Obviously, some people are getting it. Some people are having that experience. Oh, that's a Majestic. Throw that up there. Couple foils of that one. Some people are having that experience. Other people are not. And I think right now, and I could be wrong, but I think less people are having that positive experience of, you know, oh, I opened a Tunic, you know, or something like that. Right now it's, okay, I got to open Black Tech Whisperers, or I need to open a Marvel, which is not easy, or I've got to open, well, what? I mean, what else is there? I mean, you got to open like some cold foil pieces of it, which again are not very easy to get, but we are getting Marvels. Yes, we are getting Marvels. Second Marvel in 2 videos, Celestial Kimono. Look at that one. Look at that shine. So here we go. Here we go. This might be one of those cases where we actually come out ahead. Is it possible? Is it possible? I say that even though those 2 legendaries don't do a whole lot for us, the kimono gives us hope. The kimono does give us hope. Guys, are we going to make it? Are we going to finish this master set? The kimono surely helps. It's our 3rd Marvel. That brings us down to Marvel every 2 cases. Just really ramping up the averages here, right? Great card. And yeah, I mean, if you open that box, if you got this box and you open that, like, great, cool, awesome, fun, super fun. But, you know, I mean, somebody had mentioned the other day they opened a case. I don't remember if it was a case or something, or a couple boxes, whatever. They got 3 rainbow foil Emperors. And, I mean, okay, so despite the fact that you're not super excited that, okay, you get 3 legendaries, you get 3 of the same one. You know, in the past, pretty much any legendary you got on release weekend, on release, you know, the release week, release post couple of weeks, you could trade those pretty easily or sell them for a pretty decent value. This time around, nope. Unfortunately not. And that just makes it really, I don't know, just leaves a bad taste in your mouth. And yeah, part of that is probably just the, you know, the playability specifically of these ones, or the desirability. But I think a lot of it too has to do with that. The old what's his face here in his full Monty Glory version. This is box 4. We're opening it up. Where when you have that, when you have people chasing, you know, that super high value card, which I don't know, who knows what the price is, but yeah, we're gonna look at that foil again too. Just enjoy it. If you open that foil, just pause and enjoy it. It's like a little powder keg to watch. When you have those really big chase cards, there are people who are more excited about trying to find those, and especially, ooh, I never like that one. Especially if there's someone who's getting it at distribution prices. Some people just go kind of extra wild with opening to try and find them, and the excitement of finding them. Look at that. We got our second least valuable legendary possible. Here. It's like, what is this? I don't know. We shouldn't. I mean, I want to say I'm excited to open 3 legendaries in the case, But I don't know. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Like, I gotta... There's Jubiel. I think that was one of the other Marvels. Sorry, Majestics we needed. We're getting close to that non-foil set, my friends. We're getting very, very close to hitting that. Berserk. I don't think we're going to hit it, though, here. Maybe we did. Maybe we did get it 6 cases. Oh, man. I just don't know. I'm really interested in what you guys think. Again, I know there's been, like, you know, I've opened cases. I think I opened a case here with no legendaries in it, nothing. And so you see somebody else get this, and it's like, well, I mean, they didn't get that much more money back than me, but at least they got some shinies, right? They got some of the big shinies. And Tiger Swipe. All that to say is, like, you know, the change, the difference is just the values being distributed differently amongst the cards in the set. And it's done in a way now that less people pull the more valuable cards because they're rarer, even rarer than they were before. And what was like, I don't know, pinnacle is the right word, but what was like the super exciting thing to open, like the chase, like that's what you were trying to get basically, other than the fabled. Now it's just kind of moved down, right? It's moved down. You're like, cool, got an Emperor. And you don't get $15 after fees, whatever, for it, and buy a couple more packs or something. And so it's just made it less exciting. We're just shifting the excitement around. And, like, don't get me wrong, I love the way the Marvel cards look. I love it. I love it. But sometimes, I don't know, you guys tell me if I'm too old school on this. Like, I don't know, sometimes I just wish that I get nervous that we're going to go too far down that road of fancy versions, fancy stuff, whatever is crazy. There's going to be something that's signed, or we're going to try and do serialized stuff, or like it's going to be 3D, or I don't know. Because, like, I just think of, like, the games I collected back in the day. You know, I did a lot of Lord of the Rings, the Decipher version. And, you know, by set 7, you're still just opening up rares in regular foils. And it was still super fun and still super exciting when you got the new Aragorn foil, or the new Legolas foil, or, you know, whatever it was. The new... whatever, I can't even think of, you know, like Witch King. Find a Witch King foil. Like, you still had the same excitement of trying to find those things. Nothing new changed. Hyperdriver cold foil. These are good. These are good looking. Get that somewhere over there. Crossing. And now what it feels like, we're just kind of creeping in that direction of, we need to keep making it a little bit more difficult to get the crazy stuff. We need to make it a little bit different, a little bit more exciting, a little bit more awesome. Again, I love the art. I love looking at that. But I don't know that I like what it does to the actual experience. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I've been wrong on many, many things before. So if you think I'm wrong, let me know. If you think I'm right, let me know. If you're not sure, and you also just want to know what's in this last pack, just write in there. Just put a little message down there that says last pack. What is it? And I'll tell you. I'll tell you right now. We're going to open it up. We're going to throw some dust around here. And we get a shred. A rumble grunting. Rumble grunting. And you get that. Goes like that. So I'm not, you know, I've done a little differently this series. I haven't done like, oh, I'm going to hop over, check all the prices, come back. But pause, look at this. The kimono, I don't know, you know, final price, what, TCG had it somewhere around like $125, but I don't think it had any sales on it or something like that. So $125, not bad. Beautiful looking card. It's great. We are very, very happy. Very happy to open it. Awesome. We got 2 Emperors here. They're less than 20, but we'll just say 20, right? So that puts us at what? 165. And I need one. I need just one for the thumbnail. He's the thumbnail. Come on. Isn't he the thumbnail? And yeah, Soraya's around like 30. So 195? 195. And, you know, like you could try and move some of these Majestics pretty quick, but most of them are under 10 or under 5. Most of them are under 5, you know, add that one. Let's just say you want to add, even if you want to add $50 from this, right? 245. Yeah, you're not supposed to make money on every box. Yeah, you know, only a couple dollars here in these things, but it's just like, it feels really weird to open a Marvel, 3 legendaries, and to like pad the pricing on the Majestics. And okay, I didn't count anything from here. Don't get too crazy. You get all that and you still don't really break even. I don't know. I think it's weird. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks so much for watching Master Set Madness. We're going to have Case 7 coming soon. And yes, if you're still here, like, subscribe to the channel. We got our 3rd Marvel, which means we're that much closer to actually completing the Master Set. We got another Legendary here. If we get it by Case 19, sending out Case 20 to one of you subscribers. So hit that subscribe button. We're getting close to 500. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. And yeah, we'll talk to you next time.